In this demo, we'll show how customers use Checkpoint to secure hybrid cloud environments. At first, we'll deploy CloudGuard network into AWS and Azure. We'll continue with monitoring and analysis of the network traffic and conclude with Cloud Your Posture to monitor and harden native security as needed. We start with Infinity Portal by choosing Quantum Smart One Cloud, which handles all on-prem and cloud-based network security. First, we'll link the security management and the different data centers by defining a data center object that represents our AWS and Azure deployment. This allows Checkpoint CloudGuard Network Controller component to import all cloud assets, security groups, and tags directly from the native cloud orchestration. These assets can be used in a cross-cloud platform tag-based policy updated in real time, thus reducing the overhead of the policy upkeep. We can repeat this process with other public and private cloud providers as well. Let's deploy a north-south cloud firewall in AWS. For this demo, we're going to use a script to automate the deployment and security policy of a scalable cloud firewall cluster utilizing AWS Gateway Load Balancer. The script posted on GitHub allows any customer to use it with their own AWS environment. Customers can also integrate the script as part of their CI/CD process, creating an environment for developers and collapse it once the development cycle finishes. Once the script finishes, we see all relevant assets created in AWS and also in the security management as network firewall objects enforcing the security policy. Now, let's deploy a north-south cloud firewall in Azure. From within the Azure Marketplace, we choose to deploy a VMSS. Fill out the relevant configuration and networking in details and deploy the scale set. Then, log into the Checkpoint Management Console and manage this firewall. Now that AWS and Azure environments are linked to our security management and we have CloudGuard network security deployed, we set up the policy. In this example, we're using the insecure tag created by AWS to identify vulnerable workloads and automatically block traffic to any instance receiving this tag. The rest of the rules offer micro-segmentation. For example, rule number 9, segmenting traffic between application service in AWS and database service that resides in Azure. Rule number 8, segmenting web services and application server tag all in Azure within the same workload. Now that we have network security deployed, we can proceed to network traffic visualization. To display centralized visualization of network traffic in a hybrid environment for multiple public, private clouds and on-prem, we use Infinity NDR, which added hybrid cloud support in Q3 2021. Let's enable network detection and response in Azure. This takes 2-3 minutes because all we do is configure the Checkpoint Management Log Server to export traffic logs from the CloudGuard gateways already deployed in Azure to the Infinity NDR portal. First, we create a new sensor entry representing the log server for these Azure gateways.
We connect all the on-prem and log servers into Infinity NDR, and then we move to the visualization.
One example of Infinity's NDR's visibility is threat topology, which provides a visual representation of the traffic logs, highlighting interactions between hosts overlaid with threat and risk information.
Host statuses uses the color scheme of the bottom right side. Here, the two hub hosts are colored red, showing a recurrent bot, and the other systems they communicate with, showing the attempts of an infected host to move laterally within the hybrid data center. You can drill down to the host level with details on attacks, running applications, and matched indicators.
Here is a heat map of number of logs and inbound-outbound traffic volumes by day of the month and hour of the day. This shows a breakdown of traffic by application, port, and service. Vulnerability Sonar shows passive identification of vulnerabilities in exposed servers. To show visibility and management feature into public cloud native policies and CSPM capabilities, we'll go to the Infinity portal to choose CloudGuard Posture Management from the list. The dashboard pane provides an overview of the organization's security positions across multiple cloud environments. It offers several out-of-the-box dashboards, but everything is totally customized. Then can pick and choose what is important for him to display. For example, high severity alerts, compliance status, or protected assets by type or region. What is especially useful in dashboards is that the admin can drill down, clicking on anything, display that will take us to the relevant alerts, asset reports, and etc. CloudGuard comes with many rule sets, also out of the box, focusing on industry compliance standards and security best practices. This is used by many of our customers for audit or regulation reasons. These continuous policies ensure that any negative changes within the cloud account are caught immediately and possibly automatically remediated with CloudBots. CloudGuard can operate in few different modes. Read-only full protection, which offers security group management in temporary protection and region lock, which does not allow any changes or creation of new security groups. Let's demonstrate the temporary protection capabilities. The value of temporary protection is the ability of admins to lock in a security group policy of the secure and accepted policy of the organization. It eliminates the possibility of misconfiguration so poorly configured security groups, which could open up the organization up to attackers quickly. So, we'll go to the security group settings in AWS and add a rule allowing access from the whole internet. Within a minute, CloudGuard will detect this and revert the changes back. Here in the audit trail, we see this notification going back to the security group in AWS. My rule was deleted. Access List is a feature to control access to protected resources. Access is granted to specific users for limited time for resources through specific service groups. For example, SSH or remote terminal. It is an access contract for a designated user to a service for a given period of time. Dynamic access leasing allows AWS CloudGuard service and other resources to be almost hermetically closed, opening tiny security holes for management activities only when necessary. This ties into the zero trust mindset for security in general.